My name is Ariel Alexander. I'm the regional coordinator for Latin America, and I serve alongside different projects locally in Bolivia, where I live, specifically in offering opportunities to empower women in leadership roles and in mentoring other survivors of sexual exploitation. Skill training is particularly important because it offers that opportunity that they didn't have before to access some kind of training that would allow them employment in non-exploitative ways, and so to access some kind of employment that's not exploiting them or their bodies. And so the program is set around the structure of scholarship and really investing in women who are interested in this in order to have that opportunity, and then with steps of growth that they can also, after a certain amount of time, become mentors themselves and train others. So I do have a friend and a leader that comes to mind who has gone through this, and she's one of the people who's a natural born leader, in just that she carries herself with security and influences those around her. But there was a point when that wasn't as evident, where it was really, she was in a point of really struggling. And part of that had to do with her age. This is one of our friends who's a little bit older. And what that means in the dynamic of sexual exploitation is that you're not going to have as many clients. And so in order to survive in this dynamic, you might have to work up to 6 nights a week, maybe even every night, in order to make ends meet. And what that also means is in order to have enough to pay the owner of the club for your use of the room for that night, because that's the first thing you have to make. And then on top of that, in order to have enough to take home. So when she's in this situation, she's a little bit older, and she reaches out to the community for help and just for support of reaching this. This is when Sutisano was just opening. So this is when the social enterprise was just beginning to get started. And she was one of the first people to jump in. And immediately it felt like she found her place. She had an interest in the activity, the sewing, the making these products, but not just that. She had an interest in showing others, showing the other women that were joining with her, that were starting with her, how to do it as well. And there's nothing as impactful in a leader as someone who can share not just how to do something, but from their own experience of how they overcame the difficulties and the struggles in order to be at that place. And so her testimony and her mentorship really of other women has been so powerful. In supporting Word Made Flesh Bolivia, you're supporting opportunities for women to access these trainings, the empowerment to get trained. They're already leaders, but to get trained in these leadership skills so that they can spread and impact other women as well.